How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today is the final day that we'll be installing my AMG body kit on my Mercedes-Benz S-Class, the ultimate daily driver. So we are back in my garage. It's been a long time. It's been like more than a month that I've been doing some traveling and doing the thing with David Tracy and also BS for Build. But I'm finally back in my garage. We are working on the Mercedes, and it is a beautiful day. It's pretty hot here, but that's not important because I do have the air conditioner on. So last time I left you guys off, I was finishing up this side skirt, and I put a little bit more of this filler on. It's like a bumper filler. It's not exactly like Bondo, but it is an epoxy. So what it does is that it hardens, but it's not rock hard. There's still a bit of give into it. And it's more like rubber, like I can put my fingernail in it. But it sands off pretty well, and it can sand smooth. The reason why is because bumpers flex. Bumpers are supposed to flex, and that flexes along with it. If you put Bondo or something on a bumper panel like this, then basically anytime it flexes when it's supposed to, the Bondo would just crack, and we don't want that. So instead of me finishing this off on the bench, I really can't wait because this has been a long time in the making. I'm just gonna start putting all the body panels on the car, and then I will just fix them in situ. So what we're doing today is rear bumper, side skirt, hood, and front bumper, and then that should give us a really good idea of what the car is gonna look like in its final form. Now, I know I told you guys in one of my last videos I'm gonna be doing a Plastidip on this car, and I just got it yesterday, so I'm going to be doing the prep. Right after I do this, maybe that's going to be in a different episode, but after I do this install, then I'm going to start to do the prep, and then we're going to get some color on this bad boy. Ooh, can't wait. But until then, what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a long one, just take everything off and put all the new parts, well, new to me, new to this car at least, put all those parts back on so this can look like the awesome AMG lookalike that I want it to be. So that was way easier than I thought. It actually went on pretty easily. I got the right tools. I went to Harbor Freight, got a set of trim removal tools, and they made light work of that side skirt. But now we're going to take off the rear bumper. Now the rear bumper, I'm not quite sure how to take it off. I have looked through some how-tos online, and I sort of remember how they go, and I might refer to them later on if I can't remember them, but I think that there's bolts inside the trunk compartment for the bumper, and I also have to take off this this rear parking sensor panel, and then it should just be clips. It should just slide right out. So hopefully that's the case. But yeah, I want to put the can't wait to get the AMG bumper on because it has, unlike this, it actually has provisions for an AMG exhaust, which I might put on this car. I think I will, because I do have an AMG exhaust, and I'm not sure if it fits on this car just because the engine is completely different, or rather the engine is bigger, and that might mean that the exhaust ports are bigger. But in any case, I digress. Let's get to work and take off this rear bumper. All right, the back bumper is on. That took a little bit longer than I expected. It actually is another day, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put the car on the ground and turn it around because it's easier working here next to all my tools, which are kind of strewn all over the place, than to have to walk to the other side of the garage. So let's get to it. All right, now that we got the car in the garage in the right orientation, it's time to take off this front bumper. It's supposed to be pretty easy from what I've seen online. All I have to do is take out the headlights. We know how to do that already since these headlights are not the stock ones that came with the car. And there should be 3 or 2 bolts on each side, and then it should slide out. I think there's a little clip on either side that just basically clips off, and this just should slide out. I am going to have to undo some electrical connections, but I can't wait to see what this thing looks like with the AMG kit on there. All right, that looks a lot better. I know that the color isn't matching and all these connections for the parking sensors aren't connected, and also the grille sections aren't put in, but looks a lot more menacing, and I can't wait to take it outside. It's already dark, if you guys can't tell. One thing that a lot of people sort of miss out on when they do this, or they do a mod like this, putting a late model AMG, well, the facelift kit on the non-facelift version, is you run into an issue. Let me get this out of here. You run into an issue of the hood not closing all the way. So you hear the hood close, but you see there's a nasty gap right here. And I won't be able to close this all the way because there's going to be like basically an inch gap right here, and that is no bueno. So what we're going to do, we're going to take off this hood. We're going to replace it with that hood over there. And since it's only me in this garage and this hood is quite large, this should be a bit of a challenge, but I don't think it should be that big of a deal. The only bolts to remove are these 3 guys right here, and also remove this strut. And that's it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prop this up with something and remove these bolts. I'm not going to remove them all the way. I'm just going to get them hand tight. That way, when I take off the strut on either side, I'll have some sort of wiggle room to take them off with my hand and then sort of position this so it doesn't go directly into my windshield and cracking it, because that would be a nightmare. So that's what I have to do. And this is a really good example of why you shouldn't wrench while you're super tired and you forget stuff. So, things are going really, really well. You see, I got the new hood on, and it actually lines up pretty well. Right here is not really much of a gap here or on the other side. There is a little bit of a gap. When you look at here, it's not uniform, so I have to bring that down. And when I looked at, well, when I tried to look at the bolts, I had to open up the hood, and for some reason, it doesn't open. Yeah, so I should have swapped over the lock mechanism from the other one. Maybe it's different, or maybe something broke on this one. I'm not sure, but all I know is this hood is not opening right now, and it is super late. It's like midnight, and I'm freaking tired from having to muscle this this body kit into place. But it looks pretty good. I know that right now it looks pretty Mad Maxy with lots of different colors and scratches and scrapes. All this will get sanded back. I promise this is going to be, it's going to look really good when I have the Plastidip on, and even before then when I prep it. But right now I'm just, yeah, I'm just a dummy. But I think I'm going to leave this to tomorrow or the next video, because I mean, I'm already done with all the hardware part. The headlights don't really need to go in. I just need to start sanding everything back and prepping the body for the Plastidip. So that means sanding it back, doing some minor body work, then giving the entire car an alcohol bath. And that's it. Then I'm going to spray. And I also have to clean up the garage, because look at the mess I have wrought with this body kit conversion. But the car does look a lot nicer. If you guys know anyone that has some nice wheels, some company that has some nice wheels that can go on here, please leave a link in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys think would look good on this car, because I have some ideas, and I'm not sure that they're going to coincide with the ideas you have. But it should be interesting in any case. Yeah, well, it's coming along. It's a lot further along than, well, it looks a lot worse than we started, but it will look a lot better soon enough. But until next time, I think I'm going to call it a night. So, as always, this is me being a complete dumbass and, and screwing something really trivial up. But that's what this channel is all about. It's about learning. It's about not editing out the mistakes that people make, because this is a realistic mistake. You know, people can get tired. It is late at night. I have been at this all day, and yeah, stuff like this happens. So I hope I can figure this out. If any of you know how to get this hood open, I do have access from the headlight holes. But if any of you know, just let me know in the comments. But I will try to find out how to do it on my own in the next video, and then in the next video I will also be doing the entire prep for the Plastidip. Thank God. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, social, share, anything that you can do to get the word out there that I love this kind of stuff. This will be the ultimate daily driver, and I can't wait for that to happen. Notification squad, you guys have been awesome. But the numbers can go up. They can, as well as the subscriber number. That is absolutely astronomical by now. But I think that can go even higher. But it's late at night. I'm rambling. And until next time, this is me reminding you to wrench every day.